Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, ATN Gaming here, and I just want to talk with you guys really quickly about the War Robots update 6.8 and also the rebalancing that they just released on the live server a couple of days ago. They call it rebalancing. I call it more of a nerf and buffing stuff just to make things right. In my opinion, they should have done that from the get-go. For example, the Hawk should not have been released that OP in my opinion. But let's go through the list that they have on their website and share my thoughts with you guys. So the event started for the Lunar New Year 2021. Started I think yesterday. It's quite a cool event in my opinion. They have some cool special edition prizes like the Tiger Scatter and the Warrior Typhon. Looks really good, even though in my opinion they always come a bit late with these type of special editions, because like for example I already have a Typhon now, the regular one, and I have upgraded that to level 9, MK1 level 9. If I would win a Warrior Typhon, I would probably not upgrade that one anymore because it's a waste of my silver basically, right? But that's just my opinion. I'm really curious to what you guys feel about this, so please let me know below in the comment section. Now in this event they also released they released a new robot, Demeter, new weapons, Hornet and Magnetar, and they have some legendary pilots, one for the Demeter and one extra for the Typhon. They got some skirmishes, arenas going on, the chests that they have going on for this event. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's decent. It could have been worse, but this is I guess this is pretty nice. Now the new weapons, Hornet and Magnetar. The Magnetar is a light medium range energy auto cannon that is basically you know, the light version of the Pulsar, right? So there's lockdown and that kind of stuff. The Hornet is a heavy kinetic cannon that applies damage over time, dot effect, which is basically the heavy version of Wasp. They seem to be really good, and again this is 600 meters, not really it's not the you know, 800 or 1000 meter sniping setup, but 600 meters is much more of a sniper game style than the close range brawling kind of style that I talked about in one of my last videos, that I'm saying that, you know, Pixonic is going towards more of a sniper gameplay. They're trying to endorse that much more. Now the new robot Demeter, I really like this robot because I like the technology of teleporting, and I'm really curious what Pixonic is going to do more with that ability. Now we have the first two, which is Phantom and Scorpion. Love them both. Phantom is my favorite bot, obviously, as you can see from my profile picture. But I'm really, you know, the ability and the mix that they have done for Demeter is very interesting. I've seen it, other people play it, and in the battlefield already, and it looks, it seems to be a very good bot. I don't think it's overpowered at this point, but you know, you never know. But is a very good and all-round bot, in the sense that it can defend. It's quite well, it's not tanky, but because of its ability to heal, it can survive pretty long. It has 3 medium weapons, which is pretty good. So I'm very excited for Demeter, also because of his teleporting ability. My goal, or you know, if things goes according to what how I want it, if Pixonic would release 5 really cool type of teleporting bots, that would be my goal, to have a hangar of only teleporting bots. So I have 2 right now, and let's see if I can get my hands on the Demeter. Now what they also introduced is the report system. At first glance, I feel that this is a really good thing. This is a good way for every player to report someone who is, you know, abusing or cheating the system and that kind of stuff. They say that they have a pretty good way to make sure that no one can abuse the system, the reporting system. I am very well, a little bit skeptical, and I would like to see how that goes down in in real life. But I'm happy that they have this function to be much more easier to use, and it is integrated into the game, into the, you can actually go into the profile of that person after that game and just report them right away. So pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Check out the game if you want to see more. Here you can see some screenshots that they have given us on how you can do that. Now let's talk about the balance changes, how they say it. Basically it's just nerfs. Like I talked about before, the Hawk, it's his ability, basically 50% nerf down against the regular bots. Against Titans, it still does 100% damage, piercing damage. Nightingale got a big hit. Nightingale, the speed goes down from 83 kilometers to 60. The repairability zone does increase to 75 meters, but his altitude is now much higher. That means that in most cases, if you would fly from the ground up, you won't be able to get the beacons anymore. So it's not a beacon run anymore, but it's still a very good bot. But I think this is a good nerf on the Nightingale, because the Nightingale was supposed to be like a support bot, but eventually it became like this really tough bot to kill, and really annoying, especially if you play Domination or Beacon Rush. Scorpion got a big hit too. Unfortunately, Scorpion is one of my favorites as well, because it's a teleporting bot, like I said before. It got a big hit. His defense goes from 100 points to 55 points. Basically, it's 50% to 35% damage reduction. That is a big change in my opinion. And the ability duration goes from 12 to 8 seconds. That is huge. I would prefer if they went from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Nevertheless, the Scorpion is still pretty good. But it's not as good as it used to be, right? So, but luckily it's not garbage, right? And Scorpion has not become garbage. That is a good thing. Now here, the Corker, Atomizer, and Nucleon, the electric or the energy machine guns, it goes from a shot interval from 0.1 second to a 0.5. That is roughly, if my calculations are decent, I think that is a nerf translated into damage per shot or per second. I think roughly around 30% nerf, around that number. I'm not entirely sure. That is a big hit for the EMGs, unfortunately. I have played in the live server after this rebalancing or nerfs. I do feel that the Atomizer, Nucleon, and Corker has been hit tremendously, but it's still okay to play with, in my opinion. It's not the best. If you have something else that you find or you feel is much better to use, definitely use it. I'm still using it mainly on my Hades, but yeah, it's not how it used to be, because before this changed, my Hades would just like, if I would shoot at an enemy, his HP would go down really fast, and now it's like half that time, right? Half that HP goes down. So I can definitely feel it in the gameplay, but it's not as as bad as like what they did with, I guess, with the AMGs. So let's go on to Shredder. Shredder also got a big hit, in my opinion. It gets 10% less damage. The cooldown goes from 3 seconds to 5 seconds, and the accumulation speed of the effect is minus 20%. Now the latter is not a big deal for me, because I feel in the game right now it just locks down or suppressed or freeze effect people too fast with all those drones and chips that they use. So I feel that that's a good rebalancing, but the cooldown and the damage or the damage reduction of 10% is a bit much in my opinion. So the Shredder is not a brawling weapon anymore. It's more, it really turned into a medium tier 3 weapon, I guess. So I guess they did that very well. In my opinion, they should have done that then way before and not now. But hey, never better late than never, I guess. So let's talk about the buffs. Nemesis is getting a buff. Please pause the screen to read all of the details of the buffs. but I'm just going through them really quickly. Mender's getting buff. I love the fact that they still keep pushing the Mender. I love it, and I love that bot. Unfortunately, in the past, I did not focus on that and did not, upgrade that to the max. I don't feel upgrading that right now because there are so many other bots that I prefer to play it anyway. But I love that they are trying to buff that much more to get people to play it. Inquisitor, same story, but still, you don't see a lot of people playing the Inquisitor. And these are all, please pause the screen, guys, but this is all of the buffs that they're giving. I guess let me pick out a few. I don't know why Rhino got a buff though, but I guess that's more applicable to the newer gamers and the people who are in the lower leagues than the Champion League, because in Champion League no one uses Rhino anymore. Jaeger's fun, Invader is fun. I do think Invader needs a 10% durability, in my opinion. I mean, it used to be a really good bot, like a nice bot to play with, but these days it's not that great. I love the fact that the Blaze and Ember got a 10% increase. I'm just confused why they didn't put the Igniter there as well. So that is a bit strange. Redeemer, Shark Train, yeah, not really my thing. Zeus, Exodus is great, but not that amazing. And some bugs fixed, so you can read here. So that's about it, guys. Let's close the video off with a general thought from my point. Is that I still feel that Pixonic should do things right from the start, right? Like with the Hawk, they could have seen this coming from the beginning, and yet they still released it really overpowered, and they are just they're just repeating the cycle every single time, releasing something that's really powerful, and then before they release something else, they'll nerf that and release something new. In this case, it's the Shell. Now the Shell isn't as overpowered as the Hawk, not in the same way, but it's overpowered in my opinion in the fact that when you have a clan, or let's just say a random mix, but 4 of those people has a shell and they start with a shell, and 4 of those shells are running towards that middle beacon, or they're running towards your home beacon, there isn't much you can do about it. And with all the the chips, the pilot skills, the modules that you can use to buff everything up for the shell, right? The speed, the durability, the damage. It just really makes the Shell a pain in the butt to fight against. In my opinion, they could have made it much more balanced from the get-go, because I'm expecting for the Shell probably some changes, because when I play the game right now and I see 5 shells coming towards me, I'm out of there, right? I'm not going to try to do anything about it, because you can't kill them. They're really hard to kill. So that's the only thing that I feel that they should do better. I think the event is really fun. I'm curious to how it goes this time, and also the new weapons and the new bot. I've seen some footage of the Demeter. It looks really promising, and I really like it. Hope I can get my hands on it quickly, and then I can show you guys some gaming footage of that. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. And if you do enjoy the content, please consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. I know you hear this a lot with other videos, but I have to say it so you won't miss any content that I post in the future. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.